Hello guys, what's up? It's Snooker. So today I'm gonna try to do a short video on my source, or because a lot of you ask me either in the comments or in private to do like kind of not a guide, but like something to just show you what's the stats you wanna go for as an igniter, what's the engraving, gems, tripods, and etc. So, obviously, it's just my opinion. It's not like the perfect guide. It's not. It's just like how I see stuff and from my experience. I've been playing since game launch, and yeah, so I've been playing my Source since game launch, and I've been enjoying it. And I tried a lot of stuff. I don't really like. I don't really like Reflux. It's a different playstyle. But yeah, so today we're gonna focus on Igniter and particularly the crit spec one. That's the one I'm running. So right now, obviously I'm kinda like high level. I'm very like at the end game. But what I'm gonna tell you works as well for like even if you're like on like 1370 or like 1400 or like around that level. It's the same thing kind of. Um, First of all, about the stats, I went so crit. You have to like you should go full spec on your accessories, and you go crit spec on your necklace. That's the best thing can go as igniter because you need like spec to deal the maximum damage possible, and and you need crit obviously because you'll deal even more damage. Some people are kind of run like spec swiftness because it's actually just a like different because if you feel like more comfortable running. So about engravings, the best one you can have like right now with all the updates we have as a igniter is those ones. It's the when I say the best ones, it's the like the most efficient ones damage wise. So that's if you wanna deal the maximum damage possible. Obviously, running with not alone but with people, like with a good party synergy, you'll deal the most damage possible. So you go obviously igniter. All out of attack for me, like those two are mandatory no matter what. You have to go igniter and all out attack so you reduce your cooldowns. Grudge, obviously, because it's a huge damage buff against all the boss and above. And then that's where like you can like swap some stuff. Personally, I go Hitmaster Curse Doll because one is multiplicative and the other one is additive. So this one gives you attack power and this one gives you damage, and both of them multiplies by each other. So that's the best one I would advise. About the engraving, when I both started buying the books, it was very early in the game. It was like, I don't know, just kind of 1 month after game launch, not even, yeah, 1 month, when I reached Punica. The books were very cheap, but I remember I was watching some guides, and the guy was saying, yeah, you have to buy the books early, because later on they're gonna be more expensive, right? So for me, in my opinion, you have to buy Igniter, your class, no matter what. And then the second one, well, by that time I bought All Out Attack because even by that by the time Grudge was still like very expensive, and now it's still very expensive as well. So yeah, so I went Igniter All Out Attack with the books. But what I will recommend if you wanna like kind of you wanna invest for later is to buy the 12 Grudge books. So your accessories are gonna be cheaper, and even your stone is gonna be cheaper. So yeah. So I'm gonna show you my accessories. So yeah, I went like I told you, crit spec. I got a good kind of good quality, but when you look for a necklace, if you go for 90 quality, it's gonna be very expensive. But if you go for those ones, the blue ones, always look at the bonus effects. And you see, for example, in mine, it's almost like 100 quality in crit rate. But you see in spec, it's like in the middle, 450, 454. So it does like it can change. Like some other like accessories have the same quality but different bonus effect. Some are like on the other way. Some have like 490 spec and 450 crit. And in my opinion, it's better to go crit to maximize the chance to hit a crit skill. Then yeah, like obviously go full spec. Yeah, so you can see it's pretty average rings. Oh, this one is kinda good. This one as well. And my stone, I went Cursed Hitmaster. I made a 6-7, which is like average or fine. But yeah, obviously you get for the big whales you can go for a 9-7 to go like 6 engraving, but I don't know, it's too much. So yeah. Now I'm gonna talk about the gems. So I'm trying like lately to upgrade my gems, and for me the most important ones, that's the ones I'm actually using. Doomsday is mandatory. No matter what, you have to go Doomsday at the gem, because if it's one of your most like high damage skill. You have to go Explosion as well, and Punishing Strike. Those three skills are like mandatory. I go Rimaro, and I go Force Call, because it deals some damage in consistently, and yeah. So obviously I went. I got like 1 month ago, I think, something like that, the level 10 on Doomsday. I went level 9 of cooldown, but I think it's not mandatory. Even level 7 it can be fine for double Doomsday, or level 8. There's not a big difference, but it's just more comfy for me. It allows me to, gain like 1 second or something. But before that, like couple months ago, I was saving and everything. Obviously, I'm not free to play. I wanna say that, so people like I'm not free to play. But if you're free to play, you can go. It's not that hard right now to go full level 7 gems. That's what I would advise. You go all level 7. I'm missing one here because I bought like yesterday. I upgraded from level 7 to level 8, and I'm missing the ice shower one. I can't find it in the auction house, so I'm just waiting if someone gonna put it for sale, or I'm gonna make one by myself. But I don't wanna like waste all my silver. Yeah. So you go. That's why I go. I got Doomsday damage cooldown, Explosion damage cooldown, Punishing Strike damage cooldown, Rimaro as well, damage and cooldown, and Frost Call. Because those two skills, for me, for at least for cooldown, if you don't wanna go damage, you can go something else. But for cooldown, you have to, because Rimaro and Frost Call give like help you replenish the meter. So you need them with a low cooldown, so you can do your rotation faster. So yeah, so that's the gems I'm using. About my tripods, I think it's very important to focus on tripods, because it's gonna give you a very big difference in terms of damage. I'm gonna show you right now. So as you can see, I mean, most of my tripods now are level 4. I mean level 5 in the skills. So what I did, like I can give you like kind of an advice. I don't know the price right now, but when it came out, it was not. It was kind of cheap. I mean cheap. It was like 10k a double level 4. So what you do, you search in the auction house for double level 4, the one you want. You buy it. You go to the tripod transfer. You transfer it to a gear, and it has to be the same piece. So it has to be headpiece to headpiece. You cannot transfer like headpiece to something else. You transfer it in your inventory, and then you sell it back, so you don't lose money. Or maybe you lose 500 gold. You don't lose that much. That's what I was doing. I bought double level 4, put it in my inventory and sell it back. So I get my money back. And then the last one, the third one, you have to do it by yourself and get lucky. Yeah. So yeah, so I went most of the. Recently I got lucky as well. I almost finished. The only one I'm missing is esoteric reaction, but it's too expensive. Just it's like 1.5k each piece. So I'm just waiting till it gets cheaper, and it's not a big deal. Like I have it level 3, it's fine. So yeah. So you can see my skill. I went esoteric reaction, quick prep, enhanced strike, because outgoing damage is very important in as igniter. You burst a lot. I got this one as well. Then frost calls, you go enlightenment, because you need your meter. This one is very important. If you can max something, is this one. In terms of tripods, 40% specialty meter gains. So you can again rotate faster. Stable rules, enhanced strike, more damage. Blaze, okay, obviously damage amplification. So you use Blaze and then you use a skill, so you get the 6% bonus damage, and your party members get it as well. Charge Flame, so you can use it twice. Rimaro, same thing, Enlightenment, Piercing Strike, Ice Peak. Doomsday went Might Enhancement for the MP cost, since I'm gonna show you that you can double Doomsday depending on your gems and cooldowns. So it's kind of important. So you stay on the relic set, the magic addiction, steroid, amplification. For the counter, which is very important, a lot of source doesn't want to use counter. They want to use like another skill. I don't know. They want to use like Inferno. But I think it's very important, because you're gonna need it a lot. In Valton, you need a lot of counters. In Vicus, it's very important as well. And in the upcoming content, it's even more important, because sometimes people miss it. I mean, normally it's the support work to do that. The support has to focus just on counter and buffing the DPS, but sometimes he can miss. So you have to focus as well. And I use Ice Shower. I was using Squall, but the issue is like it's good because it has what is it called? You can, like, if you put it level 10, you can have like a big length, but it's not good of the casting speed. It takes a bit of time. So if you go Ice Shower, and I went level 5 as well with the tripods, you have a casting speed of 36%. So as soon as you see the counter, you know it's very fast. You have time to like press the Ice Shower and counter. So you can time it. Explosion, obviously ignite, weak point, and magic amplification, punishing strike. Again, mind enhancement to get to consume less mana, discharge, and magic amplification. Talking about the runes, that's the one I want. So it's not obviously the best way, but my way, I prefer it like that. So I want to use. I have the bleed one, the legendary one. For me, it's important because in the long run, you're always gonna use your skills, right? So you're gonna and bleed has a very good like effect on the bosses. So in a 5-minute fights, if you use bleed or you don't use it, you're gonna see a difference. I tried it myself, and sometimes I feel like bleed like can gain you like 30 seconds or something. Like you can gain like 30 seconds. So having your enemy or your foe bleed is important. Obviously use wealth on Frost Cold since it has enlightenment. Blaze, since the skill that you can like almost spam, use quick recharge on it. So you have a better chance of all your cooldown times getting reduced. So the more you use a skill, the more you're gonna have chance to have low cooldowns. Rimaro, I use wealth as well because of the specialty meter. My bad. Doomsday, I got the last Galewind. You have to put if you have the leg Galewind, you put it on Doomsday because it's the skill that take the longest time to cast. So yeah. Ice Shower, I use Rage. So if you succeed, why I use Rage? Because if you succeed a counter, and you have Rage that get activated, so your attack and move speed is gonna be plus 16% for 6 seconds. So right after a counter and you got rage, boom, you can like cast Doomsday right after very fast. So yeah. Explosion Galewind as well. And here in Punishing Strike, I didn't use Galewind. I could have used Galewind, but I'm using Overwhelm. Since this skill has a high stagger, as you can see, it's a high stagger one, and sometimes we need stagger, even like in Vicus or some people, or you don't even have, or like you don't always have a destroyer in your team or something like that, so you need stagger. Or even for like Kungalium, the new Guardian Red, you need stagger in the first phase. So it's important. That's why I put Overwhelm, so to increase the stagger damage by 30%. And I think it's very efficient. So yeah, that's about the tripods and the skills, the runes. And now, last thing I'm gonna talk about is the cards. Cards. The most important one as a DPS right now is Lost Twincliff. So if you can have it, it's better. That gives you 7% crit rate, which is very important. And then what you need, like now, if you can have it, is a Light of Salvation. But the thing is, it changes so your damage to holy damage. And Vicus, for example, or Velganos, or weak to holy. So you're gonna deal 10% more damage. But as an igniter, since you don't have a lot of crits, going this one, it's not really. I tried it myself. It's better to go crit 7. But as soon as you get the 18-piece awakening, you go to holy. So as you can see, I'm very close. I missed like 2 or 3 cards. I think it's like 2 to 3 cards. But I'm gonna open them. I'm gonna do a open. I've been like stacking them recently, so I have like a lot of them, and I'm waiting for this tomorrow to open them, and probably I'll have the 18 awakening, and then I'm just gonna permanently use this one. I'm never gonna use this one again, because this one, if it's for the support. When they got it full, it's gonna give it's giving like party buff, as you can see. Personal and party holy damage on 4, but you need 30 awakenings, which is like in fucking 6 months or 1 year. But yeah. So yeah, that's it. What did I wanted to do? Oh yeah, I wanted to show you like so as igniter, what you can do. I mean, something that a lot of people know already, but when you activate your igniter mode, your torrent magic enhancement, it starts, right? So you have time. So you can land. How do you land 2 Doomsday? Is you do 1 Doomsday, you wait till it goes down, and then you activate. So for example, you do your Doomsday, you wait a bit, and you activate. So now it hits, and then you can like push. Let me show you again. So we're gonna go again. So you go like that. Then you can like burst. So you fight, for example. So, and see, you have time to hit like a double Doomsday and you still have Igniter on. Now it's over. But yeah, that's how you do it. Anyway, that was it for the video. I mean, it was I talked a lot, but if you guys have like more or any other question, just tell me in the comments and I'll try to answer them. See you. Bye bye.